Hey there, everybody. You have made it all the way to day 17. And today's, you ever have days where you're just like, man, I don't know how much more I can take today. There's so many weird, funky things going on. It's absolutely insane. That's one of those days for me. We got caught up on homeschooling today. I just beat up a fruit fly. It was like a full-on battle, face to face, grueling. My family is eating dinner at 9 o'clock at night over on the table right over there. So it's just one of those days where it's like, ah! We had a snow day today, so you'd think we'd be ahead of the game, but yeah, no. So yesterday, I really beat you guys up on FDA compliance training, like big time, totally threw a lot at you. So the good news is today, I'm going to take it a little easier on you. It's going to be a lighter boot camp. We are going to have some number crunching today, but it's not going to be as intense as what you guys had yesterday. So if you're just popping in, this is boot camp day number 17. My name is Sarah Harnish. I'm a Young Living Platinum. And this is the book that I wrote. I'm the author of this little sucker here called Game Plan, the complete strategy guide to go from starter kit to silver. And thank you for giving up your time, for sticking with me for so long. I'm so blown away that we have thousands and thousands of people on 17 days into this boot camp. It shows me how committed you guys are to your Young Living businesses and how much it means to you, and just what you're willing to do to fight for it to make sure that you can get all the way to diamond. Just to show you how big of a day this was for me today, just like in craziness level, check this out. This is my Essential Rewards order got here. Check it. You see that? All those boxes. This whole one's full of Ningxia right there. I haven't even opened it yet. It's been sitting there for like 5 hours. You know your day is crazy when your ER box is sitting over there and you haven't opened it yet. I'm just like, I can't get to it today. So y'all ready for some oil adrenaline tonight? I'm really excited. Tonight we're going to hit on one of the most critical aspects of your entire business, and that's understanding your paycheck. You got to know when that check shows up, what's in it, how it's broken down the way that it is, and you got to be able to explain that to the people on your team. Otherwise, they're not going to fight for it. They're not going to know what to fight for. They don't understand, why they would leave their job and do this instead. So this is a really good night. Very important. Day 17 of a 25-day boot camp based off the Game Plan book, which is an Amazon bestseller. A couple things I just want to throw out there announcements wise. Number one, a lot of people have asked me, is the mini book, Your Game Plan, the same as the Game Plan book? No, they're not the same thing. One woman said, oh, look, the book is discounted to $4. I wish we could give you guys the book for $4, but it costs more to print it than that. So Game Plan Mini is a different book. It's designed, it's part of the Game Plan system. It's part of the whole system for getting people into your organization. It's designed solely for introducing people to the business opportunity of Young Living. It is the very first Young Living prospecting book ever written. In 22 years of this company, there's not been a single prospecting book written. So what is it for? You're sitting at a restaurant and your waitress comes up and says, ooh, you smell really good. That's awesome. What are you wearing? Oh, essential oils. You want to learn more? Bam. Game Plan Mini. All right. Your Game Plan. I should call it by its title. You're in the dentist office and your dentist is talking to you about oils. Bam, you hand them Your Game Plan. You've got somebody who comes into your organization who's ordering $300 a month every single month, and you're explaining Essential Rewards to them, and they're kind of telling you, hey, it's hard for me to continue ordering at this level, and you say, well, you know what? There's a business opportunity where you could get your oils for free, right? Bam, Your Game Plan. Or maybe people come right into your organization with the intent of doing the business, and this gets them to stack it up against what they're doing right now. So it's a different book than Game Plan. And I don't really believe that when people first start on your team that they can handle the full Game Plan book. It's not intended. Game Plan is never intended to be handed to somebody who's brand new at the business, like brand spanking new. I don't give it to people on my team because it would scare the tar out of them if I gave it to them, because it's so dense and so complete of a study guide. It's like an encyclopedia for Young Living. So what I do instead is give them the Game Plan Mini. They're going to read in there all the perks of doing a Young Living business. They're going to get an introduction to what Young Living is. They're going to hear mine and John's story and what's happened to us in the past 2 years and being broken out of 36 years of poverty. They're going to see it's possible. They're going to see a huge full sheet income disclosure guide on the inside of that thing. All right. And so what you do, and then the very last page, they're stacking up what they're doing right now in their job compared to Young Living and what those two look like side by side. And is their job going to be able to get them where they want to go? So the way that the game plan system works is you give them mini first. We're not overwhelming them. You give them that little tiny book that they can read in an hour first, just to pique their interest in the business, to get them excited. They come back to you and say, you know what? I think I'm willing to teach a class. I think I could do this. So then what you do is the teacher training. Again, we're not overwhelming them. In the appendix is a 3-page teacher training in the game plan book. I don't put that on mini on purpose. What I do put in mini is a big space for you to put all of your contact information. So there's no information on the Oilability team in that book. There's not even any information about how to order game plan in that book, because I don't want to overwhelm them. It's literally just for you to connect with your prospects. So on the back of the book, there's a place where you can print a label with all your information on it and stick it right on the back. It's meant to promote you. So it's a book designed to connect you with the people that you're coming into contact with. So as soon as they're done with that, you do the 3-page teacher training. You coach them through their first class, because that's where most of the fear of the unknown is just getting over that first class. Understanding, hey, I can grab this 3-page script and read it to a couple people on my couch. Like, I think I can handle this. Oh my gosh, somebody got a kit. I got it. Then when you're through the first class, that's when you do game plan with them. When they've made it through that very first class, that's when you get them the book, you get them the workbook. And I mean, I get so many questions every day. Sarah, I don't understand how game plan works. Like, how do I do it? The way you do it is how you feel led to do it. So if you think the videos are way too much information, it's information overload, just give them the book and have them read the book. If you think that they can handle the workbook and you really want them to write their own open, write their own close, map out their goals, know where they want to go for OGV, and they're ready for that, maybe they're a leader that's been stagnant at Senior Star for 2 years, 3 years, and they're ready to break into something deeper, then give them the workbook and give them the game plan book, give them the oilabilityteam.com link and have them watch all the videos. With my team, what I do is I break out the videos 2 a week. So we do it over 12 weeks. We do it over 3 months instead of hitting them with the video every single night. And that's a pace that I feel that our team can handle with their full-time jobs and them trying to break free. John and I also have a policy that whenever anybody ranks on our team, so this is somebody who's already taught classes, if they're, and we just published the book, so we haven't caught everybody who's ranked, but whenever they rank up, every new ranker on our team gets a game plan book in the mail, every single one, because that just catapults and excites your business builders and your business leaders, and now they have a strategy and they know where they're going. So there's many, many ways of doing this, many, many, many ways. Beth says she's getting frustrated. You need to hand out Game Plan Mini. I think that's really, really going to help you for collecting business builders and getting them to see the vision of where Young Living goes. It's just vision casting. If you can walk alongside them and say, listen, what you're doing right now, it's not going to get you where you want to be. 10 years from now, we're going to have the same conversation. You're still going to be living check to check. You're not going to have a lot in savings. The vacation you wanted to take with your kids is not going to happen because you don't make enough right now to get ahead. You're just in survival mode. And that's why we titled the book, Building a Life Beyond Survival Mode. John and I were in survival mode for 36 years. We're not there anymore. Poverty over. Diamond rising. It's done. It's gone. We're not looking back. It's finished. So it's getting them to catch the vision of where it goes, that it's not just diamonds that make it, that it's anybody that can do this that just sticks with it. Now, John and I are blessed. We're going to make diamond in 2.5 years from getting our starter kit. But who cares if it's 4 years or 6 years or 10 years? Who cares if you've been with Young Living for 16 years and you're just starting the business now? Who cares? Who cares if you've been with Young Living for 20 years and you've been doing the business, but you haven't really had a strategy to it, and so you've been a senior star for 15 years? It doesn't matter. You can still be a diamond. I hope that's the thing that I convey through this boot camp to you, is you're not messing anything up. What I want you to do, game plan is a tool. It's just a tool for you to use. There's not a wrong way. There's not a right way. It's just like the oils, guys. Right? It works just like the oils. Your biochemistry, your body is going to tell you what oils you want. Your body is going to tell you how to do this boot camp. If you're a really strong, in-your-face, sapphire or red leader that really just wants to take the bull by the horns, do your own boot camps, do your own videos, do it. I'd encourage you. You don't have to use my videos. I want to see you play to your gifts and talents. Get them the book, have them follow along, get just the workbook, get the book also so they have the encyclopedia form and they can fill it out. Shoot your own videos. If you're a Pearl that really, really prefers not to be in the limelight, but you love the content and game plan, then give them the videos and just give them the link, and maybe once a week you check in. If you're an Emerald that says, all right, I like the map, but the boot camp's a little more than I can handle, it's just a lot of content very fast, then you just take the game plan book and you work through the book with your team, and you guys each read a chapter a week or 3 chapters a week, and you check in and you do a Zoom together, or you get together at your house once a week. You can't screw this up. All right, you use the tools however you want to use the tools. There's no wrong way of doing it. And I'll say it's the same thing with FDA compliance. I gave you guidelines based on how we do it with our team. I have almost lost my business twice, and we're almost a diamond. So almost losing my business means I don't want to live in the land of the gray. There's a big gray area in FDA compliance where some things are okay and some things are left up to the interpretation of the people that are reading the rules. And so for me, I stay out of the gray area. I'm going to err on the side of caution because we're almost diamond and I don't want to lose that income from my family. So I'm always careful. I'm always on the cautious side. I've had hundreds and hundreds of you guys writing me today saying, well, what about this situation? And what about this situation? I'll tell you, I am one mama, a homeschooling mama with 5 kids, and to keep up with hundreds of questions on compliance is going to be very, very hard for me to be able to do. But if you have specific questions, you can always call Young Living, ask to talk to Conduct and Education. They'll transfer you to that department and you can ask them. You can ask them and they'll answer all of your questions, okay? So forgive me if I'm not getting to all of yours, but we had a lot of questions coming on compliance. And my biggest thought is if you have to ask a question, then you probably shouldn't be doing it. It's probably in the gray area and maybe you need to back off just a little bit and not live in the land of the gray so that you're in a place of safety. You understand? But I'll tell you too, just read the rules, follow the rules, and then go with your gut on how you feel you should be running your business. Go with your gut on how you feel you should be training your leaders. Game plan is not a black and white, this is the only way you can do this. I hope that you've learned that just from reading as far as we have by up to chapter 17. I've given you a gazillion ways of holding classes, a gazillion ways of marketing. We talked about warm market, cold market. We talked about online. We talked about vendor events. There's really no wrong way of doing it. My goal is to put the tools in your hand for you to play to your gifts and say, you know what, I think that might work for me. That's a good strategy. I'm a strategist. I'm a red personality. So I like to find the shortest point possible between A and B to get you to the rank as fast as we possibly can. So I'm going to throw all the ideas at the wall in one concise, simple place. You pick the one that best melds to your team, and that's how you use Game Plan. Or like I like to train you, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Maybe you're really gifted at online stuff, but it wouldn't hurt you to do a couple of in-person classes. Or maybe you're really, really good at in-person classes, but it wouldn't hurt to branch out and do some Facebook Lives with your team as they start to grow because they're in multiple states and you can't get to all of them. All right? So do you understand that God is so creative and he's made us with so many neat personalities and so many different talents and so many different gifts. Game Plan is an encyclopedia. It's a compendium. It's meant to give you ideas. It's meant to help you if you plateau. It's meant to inspire you. It's meant to give you vision. It's meant to give you strategy, but it is not the end all be all. There are many, many ways of playing the game. All right. Many ways of playing the game. So hopefully it's doing what it's intended to do to give you a little bit of direction in those places where you get stuck. Tonight is about the comp plan. So I'm going to explain your paycheck to you in the simplest form possible for a couple of reasons. Number one, the first reason is if you can see all of it in the virtual office and see how your check is broken down. So if you don't understand something, you can literally go look at it right in your VO. Number two, I was an English major. Math does not come naturally for me, like not even close. So you're going to get a simple form because that's how I needed to process it. Because when you threw all those numbers at me, I was like, eh? And then third, there's no need to overcomplicate things. It doesn't have to be that hard. So we're going to make it really simple. Before we do that, let me give you the oil of the night. This is the one that I use when I have to think about math. Clarity. Really, really good math oil. Good oil to diffuse. I also like rosemary is another good oil. Or if you're starting to just completely disengage and tune me out because you're like, I can't even process what she's saying, peppermint is also really, really good. So clarity, rosemary, and peppermint are my favorite oils to use, not necessarily together, but they're my favorite oils to use whenever we're talking about math or the comp plan. I guess we can call them our math oils, right? And it's totally compliant too. So let's just break down the check right now. There are 4 parts to your paycheck, to your Young Living paycheck, 4 things. Starter kit bonuses, fast start, unilevels, and then your bonuses, either generation bonuses or rising star, depending on what rank you are. So 4 things: starter kit, fast start, unilevel, and your bonuses. Those 4 things, and that's it. You don't need to remember anything else other than those 4 things. So I'm going to explain those 4 things to you. Starter kit bonuses basically means every single time somebody buys a kit, you get $50. Now, technically, if you're sponsor and enroller, now technically 25 of that is starter kit bonus and 25 of that is for your fast start. But I just, in my mind, every time a kit is sold and I'm sponsor and enroller, it's $50. So 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. You have 4 classes a month. You sign 3 or 4 people up at each of those classes. You're using the marketing system. Then you make $200 a class. Bam, 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 bam. Okay. If you were to sign about 4 people. Fast start is the second part to your paycheck. And that's awesome. Fast Start is just showing off Young Living's generosity, honestly, more than anything else. It's very unique to Young Living. I don't see that in a lot of network marketing organizations. And we've studied a lot of comp plans from a lot of different organizations, and not a lot of them have Fast Start. So yes, correct, Kelly, as long as that's the premium starter kit. And that, I'm sorry, the way I've trained you guys is we always funnel to the starter kit and nothing else. I've trained you no retail, no basic starter kit, because that's a lack of commitment. We always train to the premium starter kit. Whatever diffuser they want, but it should be the premium starter kit. Whether it's the Thieves starter kit, whether it's the Ningxia starter kit, whether it's the starter kit with the raindrop diffuser, the home diffuser, I don't care. We always funnel to the starter kit, because outside of that, it's a lack of commitment. It's somebody trying to learn one oil instead of really truly oiling. They're not jumping into a chemical-free lifestyle. They're dipping their pinky toe into it. And so if I want them on my team, they need to be willing to jump. They need to be willing to jump for me to work with them. So all right, so starter kit bonus is $50 for every kit that you sell. Fast Start, what that is after the kit. So after they make the purchase of that initial starter kit, anything they buy after that. So say they get their starter kit and they get a bottle of Thieves cleaner, okay? Or maybe they tack on the $115 Thieves Essential Awards kit, which has got all the Thieves stuff in it. It's awesome. So whatever they get after that kit, you get 25% of all those dollars that they're spending after the kit. People ask me all the time, Sarah, why don't they include the kit? Why do they leave that out? Why don't I get 25% on the kit too? Y'all are greedy. You're greedy. That starter kit is worth $315. Young Living has already knocked half of it off. Okay, they've already taken off half of it. So you're paying $160 for the starter kit. Then they're giving you $50 on top of the $160. So now they're down to $110 for the starter kit. Y'all aren't going to get another 25% on top of that, okay, on top of that. So they're already being really generous. So after the starter kit, after that purchase, then anything that they buy after that, even if it's tacked onto their first order, the very first one, you get 25% of that. Now, when you're first starting your business, most of your paycheck is going to be starter kit sales and fast start, starter kit, fast start, starter kit, fast start, starter kit, fast start, over, like rinse and repeat. It's just going to be awesome. And you're just going to be flying high in that starter kit, fast start. Your fast start you get for the first 12 weeks of your business. So Young Living's going to pay out that 25% for 12 weeks. Why do they do that? Because they want you to talk to them about the oils right when they get the kit. They don't want you to have them get their kit and then sit on it for 6 months and then start ordering. So if you are proactive and do your follow-up, remember there's only 3 things that grow your business: holding classes, doing follow-up and getting them on ER, and training leaders. That's it. Only those 3 things. So if you're out there and you're doing your follow-up and you get them on Essential Awards right away, or they're just ordering right away, you're going to get 25%. Young Living rewards that behavior by you talking to them and not just sitting on it and being timid. So Fast Start is an incentive to get them oiling. So they don't just get their kit and it sits on a shelf. You're training them how to use the oil. So it's good. And that's why you guys are doing this anyways, to get them away from a chemical-free lifestyle. So why not talk to them about the oils after they get their kit? So starter kit bonuses. $50 for every kit. If it's premium starter kit, you're sponsor and enroller. Fast Start, 25% of everything they get after that kit, after the starter kit purchase, 25% for the first 12 weeks. So what happens on week 13? What's the next thing? What's the next step? Then they slip into the unilevel system. So after week 12, after the first 12 weeks, they're no longer on Fast Start, and they slip into the unilevel system. And what that means is now you're getting paid on your levels. Young Living will pay 5 levels deep. So you're paid on level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. What's level 1? Say that I sign my husband, which is illegal, by the way. You can't do that. All right, let me pick somebody else. Say I sign my daughter, who's 18. Sign her right underneath me, and she's my level 1. My daughter, when my son turns 18, he signs up underneath my daughter. He's a legal adult. Now he's my level 2. So then my next son, he turns 18 years old, and he's a legal adult. You can do it at 16, but you can't do it at 16 when and sign them more than 1 level deep. They have to be level 1. So I'm saying they're 18. So we're following policies and procedures in every rule of the word here. So they're 18 years old, and my next son wants to sign up, and he signs under his brother. So I got my daughter who's a level 1. I got my son under her who's a level 2. I've got my son under him who's a level 3, and they're all underneath my daughter, level 1, level 2, level 3. And if they continue signing, then you'll have a level 4, then you'll have a level 5, all right? Oh, Nancy, yes, this is 3 months, not necessarily 12 weeks. You're right. Correct. Let me issue a correction on that. 3 months, not necessarily 12 weeks for Fast Start. So if they sign up October 31st, it would end in December. Nancy's correct on that. So unilevel is you're paid on your top 5 levels. And the rule of thumb is 8, 5, did I do it right? Yeah, 8, 5, 4, 4, 4, I believe. I don't have my sheet in front of me. Let me grab it. So I'm giving you the right information here. For unilevel, so our paycheck breakdown. I'm actually referring to my own book. See, this is why y'all need a copy of your own book so you can refer to it. Teach you the proper ratios. All right, back here we go. Unilevel. Okay, yeah, it's 8, 5, 4, 4, 4 is the ratio. So on your level 1, I'm following it right out of the book right here. I just pulled it right up. I'm using my own book as a reference. Check that out. So 8, 5, 4, 4, 4. So your level 1, you're going to get paid 8% on them. Your level 2, you're going to get paid 5% on your level 2. Your level 3, 4, and 5, you get paid 4%. So you get paid 4% on them forever. That's what unilevel is. So 8%, say they spend $200 and you're making about $18 on that one person each month. So that's what, I know Terry's laughing at me. I just wanted to make sure I gave you accurate information. I'm a newscaster. I'm a news anchor, so it's got to be accurate, right? So 85444, that's how you're paid out on the levels. Yes, Tanya, she says, I thought they changed the age to sign up from 18 to 16. It is 16. Your kids can sign under you at the age of 16. They just have to be a level 1. So for the purpose of the demonstration where I was saying Grace signed her brother and he signed her brother, they couldn't be a level 1 unless they're 18 years old. Did you follow what I put down there? So you can sign them under you. They have to have their own card, but they have to be level 1. Then when they turn 18, you can move them wherever you want. Do you need to be executive? No, you don't have to be an executive to sign your kids. No, you don't. Yeah, they have to be first level. Exactly. Once they're 18, you can put them anywhere you want. All right, so let's see here. So unilevel, you guys clear on that? So you're paid 5 levels deep in your organization, 85444. 85444. So Gracie, I'd be paid 8% on. If she signed her brother Isaiah, I'd be paid 5% on him as a level 2. The next level, I'd be paid 4%, and then 4%, and then 4%. It's awesome. Absolutely awesome. Yes, you do get a percentage of your unilevel those first 12 weeks. Just a percentage of it. It's reduced by 70%, but as soon as they slip into week 13, it's the full unilevel. So Young Living is so generous that they're even paying you 30% of your unilevel while you're getting the Fast Start bonuses. It's an awesome company. Then the last part of your paycheck is bonuses. You get generation bonuses once you hit the rank of silver. And you get Rising Star bonuses for all the ranks underneath silver. Rising Star, Young Living recognizes that you don't have leaders yet, a lot of leaders on your team because you're a baby at your business as well. So they pay you on your OGV. So you have clusters of OGVs. If you have 3 people that have 300 OGV, you get paid a share for those 3 people, 300, 300, 300. If you have 2 people that have 500 OGV, you get paid on that grouping of 2 500s, 500, 500, and you get 1 share for that. If you have 1 person that is 1,000 OGV, you get paid 1 share on that person. So say you're looking out over your organization and you've got 3 people with 300 each, and you got 1 person at 1,000, you get 2 shares. How much is a share of the company? It fluctuates every month, but it's generally around $45 to $50 is what the shares are. So Young Living is paying you for Rising Star based on OGV groupings. And so if you've got a couple people that are doing really well on your team, you're going to be paid on those groupings. Once you hit the rank of silver, then you're paid on generations, and then you're paid on your leaders. So as soon as you hit silver, the first thing you want to do is start collecting silvers because you get paid on all of that volume from silver to silver to silver. Amanda, it does fluctuate just a little bit, but usually about $45 to $50. So hopefully that gives you a good image in your mind. I'm not going to go into a lot on generation leadership bonuses because this book is written for silvers and under, but we'll hit more of that in Game Plan too. So hopefully it's clear as mud. 4 parts to your check. Starter kit bonuses, $50 each kit you sell if you're a sponsor enroller. Fast Start, you get 25% on every kit that you sell, every person where you're the enroller. You get 25% on them for the first 12 weeks. Unilevel on week 13, they slip into the Unilevel system. And then if they're signed right under you, level 1, you're paid 8%. Level 2, 5%, 3, 4, and 5, 4%. And then bonuses, Rising Star, you're paid shares based on groupings of OGV, or if you're a silver above, you're paid generations, which is based on the leaders that you have. You're paid for your leaders, basically. Hopefully that is clear as mud, all right? Starter kit bonus, fast start, unilevel, bonuses, generation, leadership, or a rising star. All right, it's going to be a little while on Game Plan 2, guys. I'm still writing that one. No, I'm not weighing a Game Plan 2. I've been working on it for 6 months. But it takes time. These books are a pain in the wazoo to write, y'all. But yeah, that's going to be for silvers and above. I'm going to talk about how to do retreats. I'm going to talk about what to give your leaders. I'm going to talk about contests. I'm going to talk about speaking to the different personality types and how to appeal to reds, greens, yellows, blues. I'm going to talk about so many different things. What your demeanor has to be as a leader, how to get poured into, how to not let your spigot run dry. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of topics in Game Plan 2. So I'm real excited. Why put your kids down at lower and lower levels? The reason I do it, Leah, is because I like my kids to bless each other. So I know my baby is a total sapphire personality and he's going to go all the way to Royal Crown Diamond. So if I put him underneath some of my more soft-spoken children as they're building their teams at their pace, Noah underneath them is going to blow their OGV out of the water. So if I sign him underneath them, it's a blessing to all of our families. So in my case, then I'll tell you, you guys can strategize this however you want. There's no wrong way. But in my case, I sign them right underneath each other because I want my kids to be blessed. You're going to be a keynote speaker at convention. I've not been asked to speak at convention. That would be a tremendous honor, but thank you. So, all right, just a couple other little isms on the comp plan. Yeah, Game Plan 2. Man, if you thought Game Plan was good, woo! Game Plan 2 is a zinger. I've got right now over 2,500 questions compiled. I'm working on script books, alternate scripts and stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun. That's an awesome book, but it's going to take me at least a year to write it, so don't look for it soon. All right, let's see. So you get paid on the 20th of every month. So if you work the entire month of January, your paycheck will go into your account on February 20th. If you work the whole month of February, you'll be paid on March 20th. If you work the whole month of March, you'll be paid on April 20th. So you're always paid the 20th of the next month for the entire month. Did you know you can get direct deposit at any time now? It used to be you'd have to be a certain rank. Now they've removed that. All you do is you go under member resources. And if you're in the US, you click on direct deposit for US members and you just fill it out with your routing number. And they need a couple weeks to do it, but then it'll just show up in your account. You don't have to wait for a paper check, and it's absolutely awesome. Page 150, we already went through that. So the other thing I get asked a lot in this chapter is I don't understand the difference between sponsor and enroller. We're going to hit that a little harder tomorrow night when we're talking about legs and strategy and we're replacing people. But I can give you a quick little mnemonic to remember it. This is something I made up for my team to help them remember it. E comes before S, right? Enroller and sponsor. E comes before S. So E is always the higher rank. All right, enroller's always the higher rank. You can't sign people above you. So you can't have one of your downline members put you as the sponsor. They'd be signing somebody above them, and that's not possible. So if you need to remember it, E is before S, you're the higher rank. That means you're the enroller, and wherever you're placing them is the sponsor. Sponsors, where you're putting them on your team. Yeah, Sarah Lynn says if your commission's less than 25, you get an account credit instead of a check. You're correct. Yes, absolutely. So, first start, monthly, fast start, and starter kit bonuses as you rank and flips. Yeah, when you first begin your business, most of your paycheck is going to be fast start and starter kit bonuses, most of it. As you get higher and higher and higher, most of your paycheck is going to be unilevels and generations. You're going to make $160 every single silver on your team every single month. You make $300 for every single gold on your team every single month. So I tell people, as soon as you hit that rank, start collecting silvers. The best thing you can do is sign in groups of 2 underneath you and not just throw people under your leaders. Always sign in groups of 2 as you're building your organization, because then they're going to rank really quickly and you're going to make $160 a month on them forever until they go up to the next rank. So if you have 5 silvers, you're making $800 a month just because of the sheer fact that they are a silver. That's it. Not even based on their volume, not based on any of that. Just because they're silver, your check is like, wah. So it's really, really important that you're paying attention to how you're placing people underneath. I always place in groups of 2. I don't ever just throw everybody under one person. You have to have a strategy on where you're putting people, and we'll hit that a little bit more tomorrow night. But as you rank up, you're going to get more and more in unilevel and more in bonuses. My generations on my check, as we sit here right on the edge of diamond right now, our OGV is like $230,000 a month. So as we sit there, most of my check is generations and unilevel. There's not as much in starter kit bonuses and fast start. I get a lot more off of my generations. So you want to start collecting the ranks. My 20-month-old grandson loves your voice. That's awesome. I want to take a picture of my check. So if you are ever not sure about how your check is broken down, you can go into the virtual office, click on My Account, and then click on your paycheck, and it'll break it down for you. You can click on your level 1 and see how much you were paid on each of your leaders. You can click on your level 2, your level 3. You can see what you got for Fast Start, what you got for your unilevel, and it's kind of nice because you can track it. It's all laid out for you. Tracy's right. You have to be a silver to collect shares for silvers under you. But since this book hits on silvers, I figured we'd mention it a little bit tonight. We'll hit it a lot more in Game Plan too. But you're only paid at the rank that you are. So if you're an executive and you got 10 silvers under you, you're not going to get paid on your silvers till you are a silver. If you're a silver and you have 10 diamonds under you, you're not going to get paid for your diamonds until you're a diamond. So you have to be the rank that they are to be able to get the paycheck. So 2 legs. If they fall below silver, I'm not sure I understand that. Groups of 2s means if you have a person signed under you, and you want to build that leg, and we'll talk about this a lot more in depth tomorrow night, but if you have a person under you and you want to build that leg, instead of signing everybody under them, like just ding, 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 directly under them, I'll pick 2 leaders and I'll sign evenly under the 2 leaders, because then it's going to help them to rank up rather than just signing everybody as a level 1 underneath them. You want to be collecting ranks, even if you're starting as a star or a senior star or an executive, okay? You want to be collecting ranks. So don't just throw people under people. Have a strategy to where you're placing them so that not only you rank up, but they rank up too. So that both of you guys rank together, all right? Hopefully that's clear. I hope that made any sense. So silver, then fall to executive next month. I'm not sure I understand that, Shandell. Wealth of information. Yeah, okay. All right. I think we gotten through most of this. Elite Express. I'm not going to hit it a lot just for the sake of time, but I'd really, really encourage you guys to go check out the Elite Express bonuses. If you are a competitive personality and you really like to have goals in front of you, Young Living is very good at giving goals, and they have been so crazy generous. So generous with the Elite Express program. So if you go, if you hit executive in 3, so this is from star. Once you hit the star rank, then your countdown starts for 3 months. So say you hit star on January 20th this month, then February 1st would start your first month, and you'd have February, March, and April to be able to hit executive. You have 3 months. So executive in 3, if you're able to hit executive within 3 months, and the trick to this entire program is you cannot backslide. So if you go star and then the second month you lose it in your distributor, and then the next month you get it back, you've lost the Elite Express for that rank. The nice thing is once you hit the next rank, you're still eligible for the next set of prizes. All right, you're still eligible for it, but you'll just lose the one that you're on. So you cannot backslide at all. Can't backslide. But if you go executive in 3, so star, executive, all right, or however you want to do it, but you go from star to executive. The gift that they give you is a Seed to Seal collection with an Aria diffuser, the nicest diffuser in all of Young Living, which I don't own, by the way. And then a 5 ml of peppermint, Idaho blue spruce, and a lang-a-lang, as well as a Young Living branded portfolio. If you go silver in 6, so this is from the rank of executive. So once you hit executive rank, then the next month on the 1st, your 6-month countdown starts, all right? If you go silver in 6, which means you hit silver within 6 months of hitting the rank of executive and you don't backslide, so you don't go from executive and then 1 month go back to senior star, all right? You don't backslide at all. Then they give you a 30 collection of 15 milliliter bottles of oils and a Fitbit as well, and that's worth $1,600. It's crazy. If you go gold in 6, and that starts from silver, so you have 6 months to hit gold. Once you hit silver, starting with the 1st of the month, the next month, and you don't backslide, so you don't go from silver back to executive. You got to maintain rank every month. This is my favorite gift in all of them. They give you a year's supply of Ningxia Red. A year's supply of Ningxia Red. Hello. Then a Thieves collection with a 2-pack of Thieves laundry soap, a 3-pack of Thieves foaming hand soap, 2 32-ounce foaming hand soap refills, 2 64-ounce. Those are the big bottles of the Thieves household cleaner, 2 bottles of Thieves, and a gold iPad mini. Like if all that wasn't enough, right? The whole Thieves line, just about, and then a year's supply of Ningxia Red. The retail value of that is $1,835. It's crazy. Beth says, my first person under me doesn't want to buy anymore. Now what? I give them Game Plan Mini and see what happens. Just see what happens. Have them listen to the 101 lecture again about chemicals in their home. Platinum in 5. So once you hit gold, then the countdown starts the next month on the 1st of the month, and you have 5 calendar months to be able to hit the rank of platinum. And if you do that in 5 months and you don't backslide at all, then you get 5 diffusers. Like, it's crazy. And a premier aroma collection. So you get the Aroma Luxe, the Dewdrop, the USB, the Rainstone, my personal favorite diffuser, and the Dino Land. Oh, Oh, and branded luggage. So that's worth $4,265. Hello. All right. And if you do all of those, like if you get the EI3, the silver and 6, the gold and 6, the platinum and 5, and you do all of them, then they give you, and you do it within 20 months, they give you 1,000 essential rewards points and free registration for the International Grand Convention, which is worth $1,230. So it's awesome. Absolutely awesome program. I love it. So I can tell you too, if you don't hit those benchmarks, it's okay. Maybe you're not a very competitive person. When you hold silver for 3 months consecutively, you've qualified for the silver retreat. So then Young Living will pay to fly you out to the Mona Farm. They pay for your flight. They pay for your hotel. They pay for your food. They give you a swag bag. They give you a tour of the farm. You get to meet Gary and Mary. It's amazing. When you hold gold rank for 3 consecutive months, they fly you out to the very first Young Living farm, the one all the way in St. Mary's in Idaho. It's beautiful and breathtaking. You get to stand in the Melissa fields and it just takes your breath right out of your lungs, and the pine forest all the way around. It's just amazing. You get to see where everything started, where it all began. When you hold platinum for 3 months consecutively, and it doesn't matter, maybe it takes you 15 years to get to platinum. It doesn't matter. The first time you hold platinum for 3 months consecutively, they pay to fly you to South America. You go to Ecuador, which is where I just was in November. They fly you all the way down there and your guest for free. They pay to put you up in a Hilton hotel. They bus you back and forth, give you the best food you've ever eaten in your life, an amazing swag bag, and you get to enjoy all the stuff on the Ecuador farm. So it's amazing. This is the love that this company has for you. So hopefully you guys understand the comp plan. You understand Elite Express. I've heard that you're taxed on those gifts. It is true. Yes, the IRS, that's the federal government. It's federal government. So yes, you do need to make sure that you're maintaining some extra tax money out if you win any of these trips. Is it paid for you and your spouse or just you? Melissa, it's paid for just you if you're on the silver or gold retreat. Once you hit platinum and above, they also pay for your guest. So platinum on up. If you're platinum or diamond, crown diamond, royal crown diamond, your guest is covered also. All right. And just as another little kick in the pants, if y'all are considering going on the silver retreat this year, this is the year you want to go, you have until the end of February to qualify for your first month. Remember I told you got to hold it for 3 months? February, March, and April. The cutoff is April 30th. So you got to have it 3 consecutive months. So if you don't hit silver by the end of February, then you won't go in 2017. You'll have to wait till 2018 to go on the silver retreat, which is okay. It's totally all right, whether you go 2017 or 2018. But if you have a goal of getting there this year, you got to rank silver by the end of February. So my advice would be get your whole team on boot camp. Get them all game plan books. Get them on fire. Have them watch the first 2 videos and give some incentives for completing the videos, completing the books, completing the workbook. Set them on fire. Show them where this goes. Give them the vision. Hopefully that was a really clear explanation for you guys of the paychecks. Starter kit bonus, fast start, unilevel, generations, and rising star. 4 parts to your paycheck, all right? Elite Express. Tomorrow, Chapter 18. It's one of the most valuable chapters in the entire boot camp. Where do I put people? Where do I place them? When we hit platinum, which was a little over a year ago, our OGV crossed at 8:15 in the morning, and our 4th leg crossed 8,000. A leg is a person and a team. That 4th leg crossed the qualification at 11 o'clock. So we had not had the OGV ever before, and we had not had the legs ever before, and they crossed within 2 hours and 45 minutes of each other. That's a really well strategized team. That means you're paying attention to what's happening on your team, and you're responding when leaders go off this way and go off this way, and leaders are really energized, and you're keeping everything. You're watching what's going on. So I'm going to train you how to do that tomorrow night, how to pay attention. When you have your OGV and your legs cross at the same time, that means you're paying attention to what's happening on your team. You know where we need to be putting people, all right? We're going to give you the strategy tomorrow night. So there's a method to it. There's actually a method of doing this. So we're going to go through it piece by piece tomorrow for Chapter 18. So what's your homework for tonight? You guys know the drill. Read Chapter 17 in Game Plan. Make sure you're doing the Chapter 17 worksheets. Get on the video. If you haven't watched the whole thing, watch the entire video. Make sure you're filling out all the worksheets. And I'll see you guys tomorrow and we'll talk strategy. Again, the oils for tonight, Clarity, Peppermint, and Rosemary, whenever we're talking about math, right? I love you. Have an awesome, awesome evening. Share this video with your teams when they need an explanation of the comp plan. We'll have hopefully details for you on bulk pricing on Game Plan Mini tomorrow. And the Audible book is a breath away. We're getting so close. So I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Same bat time, same bat channel, 9 p.m. Eastern for strategy.